Hi guys, welcome to my channel Radhika's Lessons. Let's begin with triangles, chapter 3 of geometry. Let's learn theorem of remote interior angles of a triangle. Here if you look at the diagram, here angle PRS is an exterior angle of triangle PQR. As the side QR is extended, we get an exterior angle. Similarly, if I am extending PR from this side, I am getting an exterior angle over here. Similarly, if I am extending PQ, I am getting an QR here, I am getting an exterior angle. So total we are getting 6 exterior angles and 3 vertically opposite angles. Anyway, we have to just understand the theorem of remote interior angles of a triangle. That is, the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of its remote interior angles. So measure of this angle is equal to measure of angle P plus measure of angle Q. So measure of angle PRS, that is PRS, is equal to measure of angle RPQ plus measure of angle PQR. Second thing what we need to learn is property of an exterior angle of a triangle. If angle PRS is an exterior angle of triangle PQR, if this is an exterior angle of triangle PQR, then PRS is greater than RPQ. So this angle is always greater than this angle. The same angle is always greater than this angle, because measure of this angle is equal to sum of measures of these two angles. So PRS is greater than angle P and PRS is greater than angle Q. Now therefore an exterior angle of a triangle is greater than its remote interior angles. So these are called remote interior angles also, and this angle is always greater than these two angles if you add the measures of these two angles, which is equal to exterior angles. Now go through the theorems and solve examples given in the textbook. Let's get started with practice set 3.1. Practice set 3.1, page 27 of your textbook. In figure 3.8, this figure, angle ACD is an exterior angle of triangle ABC. Angle B is 40 degree. Angle A is 70 degree. Find the measure of angle ACD. So we have learned the property that measure of exterior angle is equal to sum of measures of those two angles which are remote to it, that is away from it. So angle ACD and exterior angle of a triangle ABC given. Angle ACD is equal to angle CAB plus angle ABC. So or we can also call them with a single letter because there is no other angle at this vertex. So angle A plus angle B, that is angle A is 70 degree given and angle B is 40 degree. So 70 plus 40 is 110. So measure of angle ACD is equal to 110 degree. Question 2, in triangle PQR, angle P is 70 degree, Q is 65 degree, then find angle R. Now when we say triangle PQR means triangle has 3 sides, 3 angles, and the name of those angles are PQ and R. Now we are given the measures of two angles. We can find the measure of third angle. According to the properties of triangle, in triangle PQR, sum of all the angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. So measure of angle P plus Q plus R is equal to 180. We'll substitute the values of P and Q as given in the question, and then R we do not know. So 180, if we add these two we get 135 plus R is equal to 180. So therefore R is equal to 180 minus 135, therefore R is equal to 45 degree. Question number 3, the measures of the angles of a triangle are x degree, second angle is x minus 20 degree, and third angle is x minus 40 degree. Find the measures of each of angles. Measure of angles of triangles are x degree, x minus 20 and x minus 40 degree. Again we have to follow the same property of triangle, that is sum of all the angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. Now sum of measures of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. So we will add up all the values what they have given. X degree plus x minus 20 plus x minus 40 is equal to 180. Just open the bracket. As there is plus sign before the bracket, so no signs will be changed. So you have to just copy them as it is. X minus 20 plus x minus 40 is equal to 180 degree. Now bring all the x's together, and minus 20 and minus 40 here is equal to 180. 1, 2 and 3 x's, so 3x minus 20 minus 40 is minus 60. Add negative terms with negative sign. 180. So 3x is equal to 180. Here it is negative, it becomes positive over here. So 3x is equal to 240. X is equal to 3 is multiplied, the other side we divide. 240 divided by 3, x is equal to 80. Now we have got the value of x. Substitute the value of x in the given measures of triangles. So first angle is x degree. So x value we have got it as 80 degree. Second angle is x minus 20. Second angle x minus 20 degree. So we will substitute this x is 80 because we have got x is equal to 80. 80 minus 20 is 60. Third angle we have got x minus 40. So we'll substitute x as 80 and 80 minus 40, this is 40 degree. So the measures of the angles of triangle are 80 degree, 60 degree and 40 degree. Now let's come to question number 4. The measures of one of the angle of triangle is twice the measure of its smallest angle, and the measure of the other angle is thrice the measure of the smallest angle. Find the measure of the three angles. Now let the measure of the smallest angle of a triangle be x degree. The smallest is x, the second one is twice, and the third one is thrice. So the second angle is twice of x, that is 2 multiplied by x. The third angle is thrice of x, 3 multiplied by x. Now sum of all angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. This is the property we know. So we'll add up all this. X degree plus 2x plus 3x is equal to 180. 6x is equal to 180. X is equal to 180 upon 6. X is equal to 6 3 is 18, 30 degree. The smallest angle measure is x degree, which is equal to 30 degree. Second angle measures 2x, which is equal to 2 into 30 degree is equal to 60 degree. And third angle measures 3x, 3 into 30 is equal to 90 degree. Therefore the measures of the angles of the triangle are 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. Now let's come to question number 5, which is on your textbook page 28. Question 5. In figure 3.9, the measures of some angles are given. Using the measures, find the value of x, y and z. Now they have given us, look at the diagram. Here they have given us exterior angle and exterior angle at the vertex E, right? Two exterior angles we have got. So we have to find the measures of x, y and z. Now to find the measures of the angles of a triangle, that is x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degree, this property we know. But any one of the measures of these three angles is not known to us. So we can't use that property. Now we'll come to exterior angle. One exterior angle is here, the other exterior angle is here. Using the property of exterior angle, or we can also, even using the property of exterior angle we cannot find, because three terms should be known to us. So we know only one term. So what we'll do is we'll find out these two, because these two angles are angles in linear pair, and here also angles in linear pair, then we can get the value of y, because angles in linear pair is equal to 180 degree. Here also same, angles in linear pair. We'll use the property of angles, and then we'll find the value of y and z, and then we can use the property of sum of measures of three angles of a triangle. Let's see how it works. So angle EMN plus angle EMR is equal to 180 degree, angles in linear pair. So EMN is equal to Z and EMR is equal to 140 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. We do not know the value of Z here. So Z is equal to 180 minus 40, that is Z. Now we have got it as 40 degree. Now same way we will check out over here. Angle NEM, that is Y, NET net, NET, angle net is equal to 180 degree. Again they are angles in linear pair, so Y plus 100 is equal to 180. Y is equal to 180 minus 100, so Y is equal to 80. Now we got the value of Z, we got the value of Y. Now we can find the value of X. Sum of all angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree, property of triangles. So angle NEM plus angle EMN plus angle ENM is equal to 180 degree. That is this and this angle, right? All the three angles will add. That is, if you have to identify quickly, then you have to just look at the middle alphabet. That is the vertex of the angle, that is E, M and N. So E, M and N, always check out like this for an angle. Quickly you can identify that angle. So E is value is given as Y, M is given as X, and M is given as Z, and N is given as X. So now we have calculated value for Z and Y. We put the value for Y is 80, Z for 40, and X we do not know. We have to find out. This is equal to 180. This is now 80 plus 40 plus X is equal to 180. So 80 plus 40 is 120. X is equal to 180 minus 20. X is equal to 60. Now we have got the values of all the three angles of the triangle, 40, 80 and 60. So X is 60, Y is 80 and Z is 40. Let's come to the next question. That is question number 6. Now here they have given us the figure. In figure 3.10, sorry, line AB is parallel to DE. Then find the measures of angle DRE. Look at the vertex R. DRE and angle ARE. ARE. That is these two angles. Okay. First look at the diagram and understand. So DRE and ARE, using the given measures of some angles. Now these two angles they have asked us to find its value, and now they have given us measures of this angle, that is BAD, and angle DER. Now let's understand this first. Ray AB is parallel to TE, that is what they have given us. So on transversal, if you consider this transversal AD, if this is the transversal and these are the two parallel lines, then I can say angle BAD and angle ADE, they are alternate angles. Okay, BAD and is equal to angle ADE, alternate angles measure equal. So BAD is 70 degree, BAD is 70 degree, and ADE is also then 70 degree, because alternate angles measure same as they are in between the parallel lines when a transversal, if we consider this as transversal. Now we have got the value of D, that is 70, and triangle RDE. Now if you look at this triangle RDE, now we have got the, from the three values we have got two values. This we got it as 70. So now we can find the value of this angle by using the property of triangles, that is sum of measures of angle RDE, DER and ERD. So RDE, DER and ERD. So adding the measures of the three angles is equal to 180 degree. Sum of angles of triangle is equal to 180 from 1 here we got. So RDE is 70. We calculated. DER is 40 and ERD we do not know, which is equal to 180 degree. So when we add up this, becomes 110, 180, ERD is equal to 180 minus 110, ERD is equal to 70 degree. This is equation 2. Now we need to find out this angle. Now we got the measures of all the three angles of this triangle. So this becomes the exterior angle of this triangle. So the property of exterior angle, using property of exterior angle, we can find the measure of this angle. That is angle ERD plus angle ERA is equal to 180, or we can use angles in linear pair. If you are not using this, if you add up these two, then also you are going to get the measure of this exterior angle, or if you consider these two angles in linear pair, then also you are going to get the same answer. So here I have taken this as linear pair, so angles in linear pair. So 70 plus ERA is equal to 180, ERA is equal to 180 minus 70, that is ERA is equal to 110 degree. So we got the two answers, 70 and 110. The next question, question 7. Sorry. In triangle ABC, we are talking about this triangle ABC, bisector of angle A and angle B intersect at point O. So this is the bisector and this is the bisector. They intersect, meet at O. If angle C is 70 degree, find the measures of angle AOB. So this angle we are going to find out, AOB, this one. Okay, let's see how it can be done. Ray AO and OB bisects angle CAB and CBA. It is given. Let angle CAO is equal to CBO. Let us consider it as X OAB, sorry, CAO and OAB. As this is the bisector, so divides the angle into two equal parts. Let us consider it as X, and CBO and OBA is equal to Y. So the ray AO, and we have to write always the reason, ray AO and OB bisects angle CAB and CBA. So we have given value, assumed value as X and Y. So in triangle ABC, angle CAB, ABC and BCA is equal to 180 degree. As we know the property of triangle, sum of all angles of triangle is 180 degree. So CAB has two parts, X plus X. ABC has again two parts. It's divided into two angles, Y plus Y. BCA value is given to us, which is, and all the three measures of triangle is equal to 180 degree according to property. So this becomes 2x, this becomes 2y is equal to measure given BCA 70, which is equal to 180. Now common factor 2 outside the bracket, x plus y is equal to 180 minus 70. So 2 is multiplied here, the other side we will divide. So x plus y is equal to 110 divided by 2, x plus y is equal to 55 degree. Now in triangle OAB, now we are talking, now we have got the measures, that is x plus y. So that is x plus y, we have got these two values, x plus y is equal to 55 degree. Sum of these two angles is equal to 55 degree. So now we are talking about this triangle OAB. So angle OAB plus angle ABO plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degree. Sum of measures of angles of triangle is equal to 180 degree. So OAB and ABO is equal to, we have got 55 degree plus angle BOA or AOB is equal to 180 degree. So we are using the property of this. So angle AOB is equal to 180 minus 55. Angle AOB is equal to 125 degree. So we have found the measure of this angle. Next question number 8. Question 8. In figure 3.11, line AB is parallel to CD and line PQ is the transversal. Ray PT, that is PT, and ray QT are bisectors of angle BPQ and PQD respectively. Prove that measure of angle PTQ. So PTQ is equal to 90 degree. Right? This angle is equal to 90 degree. Look at the vertex, you will come to know where T is. That is the angles measure we need to find. Now ray PT and ray QT are the bisectors of angle BPQ and PQD. Therefore line AB is parallel to CD. This is all what is given to us. Now let angle BPQ, now we are talking about BPQ is equal to x plus x, right? And which gives us 2x, and angle PQD is equal to y plus y, because these are the two angles BQT and TQD. So y plus y, that is measure of angle PQD. Now putting them together, that is, as these angles are in between the parallel lines, so they are called as interior angles, and interior angles are always supplementary. So this angle plus this angle should be equal to 180 degree as the lines are parallel. So BPQ plus PQB is equal to 180 degree. Now BPQ is 2x and PQD should be D over here. PQD is equal to 180. So 2x plus 2y, common factor, x plus y 180, x plus y is equal to 180 divided by 2, x plus y is equal to 90 degree. This is equation 1, right? So we have found the measures of these two, that is x plus y is equal to 90 degree. Now then we can, in triangle TPQ, now we are talking about triangle TPQ. Now again the property of triangle, sum of measures of three angles of any triangle is always equal to 180 degree. We found x plus y is equal to 90. Naturally TPQ plus PQT plus angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. That is this angle plus this angle plus this angle. So putting the values, TPQ is x, PQT is y, and angle PTQ is equal to 180 degree. So x plus y we found out to be 90. So we will substitute x plus y with 90, and angle PTQ is equal to 180. Angle PTQ is equal to 180 minus 90. Angle PTQ is equal to 180 minus 90 is 90. So measure of angle PTQ is 90 degree. Question number 9. Using the information in the figure 3.12, find the measures of angle A, angle B and angle C. Now angle C is, if you look at these two angles, they are angles in linear pair and they measure 180 degree. So angle C plus angle 100 is equal to 180 degree. They are angles in linear pair. So angle C is equal to 180 minus 100. Therefore angle C is equal to 80 degree. Now we found the value of this angle is 80 degree. Next is angle B. If you look at this figure, see, when you look at the figure you should understand what you need to do. First is you find either this or you find either this. Then you will get the measure of interior angles of the triangles. Now if you look at this, this is not an exterior angle of the triangle, but this is vertically opposite at the vertex B of the triangle. So vertically opposite angle measure equal So we can take angle BA plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Sum of all angles of triangle is 180. A is, we do not know. B, vertically opposite angle, so angle B is equal to vertically opposite angle, so we will substitute B with 70, C with 80, we just found out here, and 180. Angle A plus 70 plus 80 is 150 is equal to 80. Therefore angle A is equal to 180 minus 150. Therefore A is equal to 30 degree. This is the answer. So we have found out measures of A, B and C. A, B and C. Now question 10. In the figure 3.13, line DE is parallel to GF. DE is parallel to GF. Ray EG and FG are bisectors of angle DEF and DFM respectively. Prove that DEG is equal to, measure of this angle is equal to half of EDF. Measure of this angle DEG, that is this measure, is half of EDF. So this measure is half of this EDF. This measure, half of this. So supposing if this is 40 degree, this has to be 80 degree. Or DEG, we are talking about this angle. This is half of this angle. So if this is 40, this has to be 20. We assume it. Okay. Let's begin with the answer. Let DEG is equal to GEF is equal to X. So DEG and GEF is equal to X. We will consider this because this is the bisector EG. So X and X. And DFG and GFM. DFG and GFM. Again we will consider this as Y because this is the bisector. FG is the bisector of angle DFM. Now ray EG and FG bisects angle DEF and DFM. Now angle DEF is equal to, now we are talking about this angle DEF is equal to X plus X, which is equal to 2X. Now segment DE is parallel to GF. DE is parallel to GF. On transversal DF. Now we are talking, supposing if these two are the parallel lines, then this has to be the transversal DF. EDF, that is EDF, is equal to angle DFG. Now this angle and this angle, they measure same because they are in between the parallel lines, right? So alternate angles measure equal. So angle EDF is Y. Now this we got the answer as Y because these two are parallel lines and this is the transversal. So alternate angles are formed and this is also Y. On transversal EM. Now if we consider transversal this as EM, okay. Now and angle DEF is equal to GFM. Now, angle DEF. Now if this is the transversal and these are the two parallel lines, so DEF and GFM, if you consider these two, they are corresponding angles on the same side of the transversal. This angle and this angle is equal to Y. This is second equation. So this also measures Y. So angle DEF is equal to angle GFM. So DEF is 2x. So 2x is equal to, now we will consider DEF is equal to EDF. From equation 2 we get DEF is 2x and GFM is y. So 2x is equal to y, x is equal to y upon 2, that is x is equal to half into y. So we have got angle DEG, that is DEG is equal to half of EDF. This is what we had to prove. DEG is equal to half of DEDF. Okay. So we have just proved that x is equal to half of y. Now this is angle EDF, half into angle EDF. So this angle is half of EDF. Now the second part of it, this EF is equal to FG. EF is equal to FG. Now we have to prove. Now if you look at this triangle, only this triangle, then EF is equal to FG we have to prove. Now angle GFM is exterior. GFM is exterior angle of triangle GFE. Now this triangle only we will consider. Okay. From remote interior angle theorem, angle GFM is equal to angle FGE and angle GEF. Okay. So measure of exterior angle is equal to sum of those two angles which are remote from it, that is away from it, this one and this one. So we have got GFM, we got it as y, and GEF is x given, plus angle EGF. Now this is y is equal to GEF is x and EGF. So from 1 and 2, that's from here, DEF and EDF 1 and 2, we get here we substitute the value, and then we get it as we substitute this y as 2x and GEF is x, so EGF we have to find out. So EGF is brought here and 2x is taken there, so we can exchange the sides, left hand side to the right hand side, right hand side to the left hand side. So 2x minus x, and then EGF is equal to 2x minus x is x. This is third equation. Now we are talking about in triangle EFG. EFG from 3, angle GEF is equal to EGF. GEF is equal to EGF. Now both these are equal. So from 3 we have got EGF, we have got EGF, we have got x, and this is also x. So both these angles are equal. So from converse of isosceles theorem, segment EF is congruent to FG. So EF is congruent to FG because the angles opposite to these sides opposite to these angles are also equal. So converse of isosceles triangle theorem. Therefore EF is equal to FG. That's all for this exercise. Wait for my next video of the same lesson. Till then, bye.